Hello everyone, this is Oliver from the Maths Helpers, and I'm just bringing a quick video here just to properly review the terminology we have with matrices here, because I felt like that wasn't properly covered in the first video. So this video will essentially serve to properly review the terminology we use for matrices. So let's just define formally what a matrix actually is. So we define the matrix A as a rectangular array of numbers or other mathematical objects for which operations such as addition and multiplication are defined. So we'll work a little bit more with that definition in future videos, but for now let's just consider exactly what a matrix is. So we're defining a matrix A, and it has elements A, B, C and D, and we can see it has 2 rows and 2 columns. So we describe that by saying its order, or dimensions, the words are interchangeable. Its order is 2 by 2. Remembering quite unorthodox in style, we list the amount of rows before the amount of columns. So we describe that as 2 by 2, and then we'll also go on to say that it's actually a square matrix, as the amount of rows equals the amount of columns. So let's take that a bit further, and let's define B as this matrix here. And we look at the amount of rows. Well, how many rows does this thing have? It's got 3 rows, and we say it has 1 column. So looking at the matrix, we have 3 rows stacked on top of each other and 1 column. So that is not square, as the amount of rows do not equal the amount of columns. And just a little a few things here. We define the zero matrix, usually with an O, as the matrix of any order with all of its elements set equal to 0. So that's just an important one. So the zero matrix will always have all its elements set to 0, and it can be any order. So we say the n by n or the m by m zero matrix. And just a final thing here, we may as well define the identity matrix, which is the unique matrix. It's always a square matrix, and it's the unique matrix that when multiplied by any matrix equals the matrix it's multiplied with. And we define the n by n identity matrix by diagonal 1s and 0s in every other element. So this is the 3 by 3 identity matrix. And that's about it really for our very basic definitions and terminology. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry for not covering this properly in the first video. It shouldn't be too much of a deal though, as we've dealt with it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time when we actually look at the multiplication of matrices. So thank you very much.